Hey guys, it's Sam and Rachel back again with another Talk Back. This is Talk Back December 2023. Hello, Rachel.
Hello.
Welcome back for yet another exciting episode, hopefully. We hope everybody's doing well and having great holidays, whatever those holidays might be. As always, if you're not familiar, Talkback is our monthly video podcast that we put out. This is actually going to go out also, FYI, Rachel. I'm going to also put this out as a regular podcast episode. So if you're listening to this on the podcast or watching this and this is your first time, we put this out every single month where we address and comment on some of the previous month's most frequently asked questions or comments on our videos. So we do this every single month, and we also do a giveaway during each of these episodes. So if you want to take part in that in the future, definitely got to come back to the YouTube channel and check out future episodes. All right.
And stick around because today's kind of a bonus giveaway day.
Yes, we're doing 2 giveaways today. Pretty cool. So I should also mention that you guys check out my new sweatshirt. Hopefully, can you see that, Rach?
Yep.
Okay. If you guys can tell what it is, it's a blue sweatshirt hoodie, and on the front of it is a picture of me. Because I don't.
This is not merch. You're not selling these.
Although that's not a bad idea. Want to see more of my lovely face? No, this was a gift from my son, Jacob, for my birthday. Yeah. And which is hilarious. So this is actually a screenshot from one of my videos, and it's a picture of me, and I'm putting I think my thumbs up or pointing to myself in some way, like,
yeah, you're pointing to yourself, not with your thumb, with your, it's not like that.
Okay, no. Like look at me or something like that. So this is a very funny gift that my son got me. Yeah. All right. Anything else? January, I've got ATIA, the Assistive Technology Industry Association Conference is going to be in Orlando, the 25th through the 28th, I believe is what it is. I will be there. I'm going to have a booth. I'm going to be doing videos. I'm going to be doing podcast episodes. As I do every year, I'm going to be getting clips from all the really cool vendors that are going to be there, just displaying their products. I would love to see you guys. If you're able to, it is free to attend the exhibit hall. So if you want to go to the conference and go to the different sessions and all of that, that does cost money. But if you just want to come to the exhibit hall, which has like over 100 booths, that is 100% free. And all you're doing is paying for your travel and hotel and all of that. So would love to see you guys out there. And I think that's about it. More stuff coming up.
I mean, you have other things, but they're a ways out. So I don't think.
Yeah. That's the only thing in January as of right now. But all right. Shall we get to it?
Yes. Okay. So the first video that we've got some comments from is the JU bag. Okay. So the first one is from Mark Andrews 7116, who has been a subscriber for 4 years. So that's cool.
Thank you, Mark.
Looks great. Can't wait to order, but I never find the links to products. What am I doing wrong?
So you're not doing anything wrong. You're probably using a screen reader, and the screen readers, for some reason, do not work well with the video descriptions. It will read it all as one giant kind of block of text. So what I am going to be doing, and I've started doing this, and I need to be better about this, is I'm going to be putting the important links in the first comment and pinning that comment, because your screen reader will be able to find that. So in the future, look towards the first comment in the comment section for the link. But other than that, I talk about the product in the video. I talk about the company that the product is being sold through. So you could just kind of do some Googling, and you would probably be able to find the product, manually that way. But like I said, in the future, I'll be better about putting that link in the comments.
The next is a different video, the crazy Mac voices video about the different voices used on Mac products.
Yes.
The first comment is from CoolPix807. Says, excellent. I like the cello's voice. How do you zoom in during the video and pan around the screen? That doesn't work very well for me. Thanks for this and all your videos.
So that was just the Zoom magnifier on my Mac. I wasn't doing anything special. I'm using an external keyboard and external mouse. So I was using the scroll wheel on my mouse to zoom in, and then using the mouse to just move around. Nothing special. I'm not doing anything special with the Mac. I haven't gotten it set up to any kind of crazy stuff like on my Windows PC. But so it's just the basic Zoom magnifier acting as it normally does.
Okay, the next one is from, I don't know how to pronounce this, CYBA, Siba, IT. Says, they are pretty funny. I had no idea Apple devices had those options. I'm surprised how robotic they sound, though. Apple clearly haven't spent too much R&D money on them, with a laughing emoji.
Yeah, I think it's just tongue in cheek. I think Apple has a ton of natural sounding voices. I think these are just, some developers thought they'd be funny and threw them in there, which I appreciate. I appreciate a little bit of sense of humor, in this type of thing.
Okay, Jonathan Farino 8681 has been subscribed for 2 years. Says
Nice.
most of those voices are terrible and do not get what use the novelty voices are, only for entertainment and serve no useful purpose. Otherwise, it is a gimmick, and I expected more quality from Apple. My iPhone had better voices. I use Catherine, Australian female, and she's clear and easy to listen to.
Well, yeah. So once again, I should also mention that all of these novelty voices are available on your iPhone as well. Um, and yes, like I said, there are tons of high quality, very lifelike voices available. These are just for fun, and I
Yeah,
think they're
this video
why.
was specifically the crazy voices, right?
Yeah,
This was
yeah,
not a sampling of what's available. It was a sampling of the weirdest voices.
yeah. And I think we have a reply to that comment coming up next.
Oh, a reply to that comment is again from the Seba IT, and it says it is for entertainment and is a gimmick, and it just shows that some people at Apple have a sense of humor, unlike some of the commenters here. Which I don't know if that last sentence was really necessary, but yes, yeah. Oh, and they have been subscribed for 2 weeks now, so that's interesting. Their
Ah,
first comment didn't say anything about being subscribed, and their second comment said they've been subscribed for 2 weeks.
oh, awesome. Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much and it's really cool that it shows how long people have been subscribed. And I really appreciate that because subscribing to the channel helps grow the channel and it's super awesome. So thank you guys.
Oh, growing speaking of growing the channel, you hit a milestone this past
Yeah.
week.
Well, the 60,000,
Yeah,
60K?
yeah, you
Yeah.
hit 60,000 subscribers, which it was not on my radar at all. I haven't really been paying attention to the subscriber count, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We're growing steady.
What do we have a goal set for 100,000, Sam? Number
Uh, I
one, do
would,
you think it can happen?
I would like to reach that. That's my goal.
Would you like to reach it within 1 year, within 5 years? Let's put it out there. Let's put it out into an existence.
Yes. Put it out to the ether.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love to reach it in 1 year, and I think it's possible. But yeah, I would love that, and a lot of this, um, one thing I noticed going through the analytics and going through, like, the comments, gathering these comments for this video is that a lot of my comments and the analytics show that a lot of people aren't subscribing to the channel, like, something like some points, it's like 75% of the people watching my videos are not subscribed, and so if you're interested, if you like this kind of content, the easiest thing you can do is to subscribe. Just click on the subscribe button. It's right below the video or on my channel, and you will be notified. You'll get a little notification on your phone or whatever. Say whenever I post a new video. That's literally it. That there's no commitment. You don't get spam through email or anything like that. It's just you get notified whenever I post and it helps out the channel. And it's 100% free. So if you guys don't mind, click the little subscribe button and help us get to that goal of 100K in 1 year. That'd be awesome.
Alrighty. Next is Weather Storm Lord Studios, which is a cool name.
Wow.
Been
Awesome.
subscribed for 10 months. Says, I
Nice.
use I use Organ as the voiceover voice on my phone and scare the heck out of my friends at school with it. It's awesome. Novelty is one of the best sections out there.
Yeah, and if you watch that video and you listen to some of these voices, some of those voices would be difficult to have on your phone or your computer all the time, especially if you're a heavy, screen reader user or something like that. It would be hard. I had after I made that video, I forgot to set it back to the normal voices, and I had the whisper guy reading out my notifications for a couple of days, and it freaked every time it happened. Because I have it set to whenever a notification comes in on my Mac, it automatically reads out loud. And I was like, every time I'm like, I gotta change that back because that voice, I can't handle it. So it's just fun. It's just fun to do. Maybe you're going out for the night you wanna have an interesting voice on your phone for the evening while you're out partying or something. Yeah, but remember to set it back.
You've always loved playing around with those things. I mean, back when we had our flip phones or our little brick Nokias, you
Yeah.
would play around with uh, ringtones all the time.
Yeah, I get bored. I get bored very easily, and so I switch it up. Sometimes I will have seasonal notification sounds. So, like for Christmas, all my text messaging sounds will be like jingle bells or Santa laughing or ho ho hoing or something like that. And then Halloween, it'll be different. So yeah, I like to switch it up. So I appreciate when they offer these things just to have a little fun.
Yeah, which is pinpoints a big difference between Sam and I because I don't like to change things like that. And I don't even love it that he changes his because I'm always like, "What was that? What is that? I don't know what that is."
I know, I get a little, not annoyed, but whenever I'm out and somebody's phone will, a notification will come in and it's the default notification sound, I'm like, "Come on, change your notification sound. You've got, like, 600 different sounds to choose from, and you're just leaving it on the default? Come on,
Mine's on
live a
the
little."
default.
I know.
Okay, the next video is about the display, which was the
Portable.
portable monitor display type thing.
Yes.
Okay, the first comment is from whoo, Arkunustilshire 6088. Sorry, I'm sure I absolutely butchered that. They said, is it possible to use it for video chatting by connecting a camera just like a monitor?
So, I mean, theoretically, yes. It simply acts as an external monitor. So anything you can do with an external monitor, you'll be able to do with this product display. So you will now you won't be able to connect a camera directly to it and then just do video chatting. You'll need to connect the camera to a computer or a phone and then display the image on display. So it will work that way. But yeah, like I said, and that was a couple people had different questions kind of on the same lines as that. Anything you can do with an external monitor, you'll be able to do with this because that's all it is. It's essentially just a portable pop-up large external monitor.
Yeah, and I think it's important for people to understand that it is just a monitor. So, like that question about video chatting, there's no software
Right.
on this at all. So you to video chat, you can't just have a camera. It has to run through some program like Zoom or you
Right.
know
Right. Yeah.
whatever you're using. So yeah, you would have to make sure to do that. But if you're FaceTiming with people and you can't see it because it's on your phone, you could plug your phone into display, correct, Sam, and use
Yes.
it to FaceTime.
Yeah.
It's
You
just
can
that
get
you'd
it.
still have to have your phone in a position that the camera was on you.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Nearly Blind Brian 8372. He says, "This just solved a huge problem for me. I've been asked to help out at an event out of town, and I need to use some sort of computer to be productive, but I was struggling to figure out how to make this happen. Now I can set up in my quote office in the hotel and get my work done like everyone else on their laptops. It also allows me to watch TV at night. Brilliant."
Yeah, and this was kind of something also, a reoccurring theme through the comments. People talked about how, and I agree with them that this is mainly for portability. If you don't need a portable monitor solution, then this isn't really gonna be super helpful for you. There
Yeah,
are
it's not
other,
it's not like it's less expensive than a regular monitor or anything like that,
yeah,
but really
yeah,
the benefit the benefit is being able to easily take it places.
yes, yeah, the portability of it, and
Mhm.
then also taking it off and using it as a regular projector.
Okay, and that, segues into the next, comment, which is from, uh, Keylunger 8651, and it says, "If you take the fabric screen off, how large of an area will the projector cover?" I think you said 80 inches?
Yes, 80 inches is what the information says on the website. Although Alex, the creator of this, he did respond to that comment specifically and said that he has done it up to like 120 inches, 122 inches. But at that distance, because it's a short throw projector, at that distance, you really need to be in a dark room to get the full brightness. So the closer it is to the screen or the wall or whatever, the brighter it will be. So the further you pull it away to get a bigger screen, bigger image, it's going to be dimmer. So you'll need to have the ambient room lights down more. But 80 inches is kind of the sweet spot, maybe you could say.
Okay. That was it for that video. The next video was the big announcement about seeing AI,
Yes.
which you were super, super pumped about.
Yeah, I've been sitting on this for months, guys. I
Yeah,
was not,
Sam has known this was coming for a while.
and it was difficult to keep that secret. I the fact that I signed an NDA did help. Legal ramifications helped keep the secret, but you know, I had even made that video a couple months before releasing it. So I was super excited when they said, "Yes, we're finally ready to do it." And because I knew it was going to be huge in our community. This has been something people have been screaming for 6 years now. I mean, I remember we went to you and I, Rachel and Skylar went to the ACB conference in St. Louis,
Yeah,
like 2018, maybe
I don't
20.
remember exactly what year yeah, Skylar was probably an 8th grader. 7 it may have been the summer between 7th and 8th grade. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
I know she was in middle school and she's now in college. So that's
Yeah, yeah.
that's how long she went through her entire high school career.
Yes, and we were, but while we were there, we ran into the Seeing AI team,
Mhm.
and I told them at the time, I was like, "When is it coming out on Android? We need this on Android." And they're like, "Well, I don't know, you know, maybe never." So, I mean, it's that long ago people have been wanting this on Android, so I knew it was gonna be huge.
Yep. So Marta Aguilar 1199 said, "What phone were you using in this video? Such great news about this app."
Yeah, so I'm using just the regular Samsung. It's the Galaxy S23 Ultra, so the big S23 version. But that's it. That's what I'm using. Nothing special.
Okay, the next one is Civil Air Patrol 411 Redlands, a subscriber for 2 years.
Awesome.
Every time I use the app, my flashlight turns on my phone. How do I turn it off or stop the app from turning it on?
So it's you must have it set to auto turn on when it detects low light. And you can change that in the settings. So when you're in the app, I think it's up in the upper left corner is the menu icon. Just tap on that and then go into settings and you can disable the light coming on or off.
Okay. Next is Tom2C1. Thanks for the heads up about this app for Android. Could not find it in the Google Play Store. I used your link on my iPad. It was found and installed on my Motorola phone automatically. So cool. Thanks.
Yes. And first of all, I want to say regarding that last comment, a huge thank you to Matt Filipinko. He was active in the comments, answering people's comments. Matt works for Microsoft. Seeing AI is a Microsoft application. He and I have been kind of in the know for a while on this, so he's been active in it as well. And so huge thank you to him for giving a lot of this information out and answering comments. Matt's awesome. But That was one of the big comments throughout this, or questions, is people couldn't find it in the Play Store. If you did a search on Google Play, it wasn't coming up. I don't know if they fixed that yet, but I do have a link, a direct link in the video description of my video about it. And then, yes, that's really cool. If you do it through like your computer or another device, you can have the option of auto downloading it onto another device, which is really cool if you have those devices linked through the Google Play Store. But one thing that keeps coming up as well is this, unfortunately, is not available everywhere in the world. So there's some areas that, some regions that Seeing AI is not available. And I don't know if it will be. There is a feedback that you can somehow, Matt was talking about it at one of the comments, that you can submit feedback regarding availability and different languages and that sort of thing. But the other big problem is that not all devices are supported. And especially if you have an older device, it may not be compatible. And so I keep getting this question in emails. People say, I went to the Play Store and it says my device is not compatible. What can I do? And unfortunately, I don't think there is anything you can do. Just some devices it's not going to be compatible with for whatever reason. Now, you may be able to search and find the file by itself, the APK file. It's kind of a weird way of saying application file. So it would be seeingai.apk. And then you can just put that on your phone and install it. It's called side loading onto an Android device. So kind of not going through the Google Play Store, but going through another website or something like that. You may be able to do that, and it may work on your device, but that's not guaranteed, obviously.
Right. May work is the
Yeah,
is the critical point there, because if it's not supported on your phone, there may be a reason for that.
yeah. There's a very good reason for that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, next is Shood411 said, is there a fast, easy way to make it stop? If you're trying to read text and it grabs some text and starts reading, but is not what you wanted to grab. On the old app Lookout, there was a button that stopped the reading so you could reposition and try again.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. This is one of my biggest annoyances has always been with Seeing AI, is that even if you're pointing it at something and it's reading it, this is in the quick reading feature channel, and then you take it away, it just keeps on reading. It like stores it in the memory and just keeps reading. There may be a way to do it, like an official way to make it stop. But what I always do is I just tap on one of the other channels, like go to product identification or color identification, just to get off of the reading channel. And that stops it from reading. And then if you need to go back, you can go back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. The next is Matt Murdoch 5575. So don't forget, Sam, light detectors can be used creatively. They're not just for lighting. For example, I've used it to tell lighter and darker color tones. For example, dark trousers with a lighter shirt. It doesn't give the colors, but it gives you an indication. I've used it to tell different colors of paper from the pitch of the tones. Also to check whether a TV was on or off. For example, we are often using sound bars, and sometimes when the sound isn't coming on, it's easy to tell that the TV is coming on through the light detector. Helpful when there's a bit of a technical problem with the sound bar, etc. I've also used it to tell me if smart bulb is in detection mode when it's flashing on and off. Also to check if a product is on by checking the LED light status. That's so smart.
Yeah, I love that. That was so many great other uses for that light detector.
Yeah, which is not something that, is really on our radar, but I'm sure that light detector is probably more useful the less vision you have. If
Yeah.
you don't have very good light perception or you're totally blind, I can see that would come in handy in a lot of ways.
Yeah, yeah, and I especially love the flashing of the smart bulb or smart plug, because they flash when they're in pairing mode, and if you couldn't see it, you would never know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things flash when they're in pairing mode. If you have a
Right.
Amazon Echo or any of those devices, well, depending on which version it is, but yeah, like the little dots, they flash, the blue
Right.
light kind of
Yeah.
flashes around. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, real quick, so that comment was from Matt Murdoch, right?
Yes.
Okay. You guys in the comments, let me know. Rachel, does that name sound familiar? Probably not to you. That's the name of a character
Oh, yeah, no.
from comics and TV and movies.
Oh, yeah, I
So
don't
you
know.
guys, yeah, Rachel's not gonna know. But you guys in the comments, let me know in the comments if you recognize the name Matt Murdock. You should. Okay, go ahead. We can continue.
Okay. So next video, we're hopping to the next video, which was a very recent video. Halo's tactile icons, which has been a lot of people have been liking this content for sure.
Yes, and I've got them here. Stay tuned to the end of the video we'll come back to those. But yeah, the halos have been great. Also, both my shorts on TikTok and YouTube, YouTube Shorts. So if you haven't seen those, you don't follow me on TikTok or see my YouTube Shorts, check those out too, because we've gotten a lot of engagement on the TikTok halos
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, a lot of people interested in the product, which is cool.
Yeah,
Okay, so the first comment on that one is from Brancroydub. I'm so sorry.
it's okay. Well, YouTube changed it too, so now it just says at, and it has the whole name kind of squished together, so you don't know where the spaces are supposed to be.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, so it makes it difficult even more.
yeah. So Brancroydub 5996 said, "LOL." He said the snozberries. Capital humor that.
Yes.
I
The
remember
Willy
you.
Wonka reference.
I remember you saying that when it made me laugh.
Yeah.
Snosberries taste like snosberries. Okay, next is from Stephanie Blackmore 1461. Says, "I love your videos, but I just have to say how much I love the sound quality of your microphone. Some YouTubers have great content, but the sound quality is so bad that it's distracting. Thank you for the good sound."
Well, thank you very much. I had to put that one in just for you.
For me?
No.
No.
No, but thank you. I appreciate that. I do my best, That's one of the things our community is probably not as concerned with the visuals, although I try to make my visuals as nice as possible as well. But the sound is important for us, so
Yeah, I
appreciate it.
there was a point at one time that I had put a moratorium on buying microphones because it was getting ridiculous. He was
Yes,
constantly upgrading. It was like, "Dude, you let it go for a while. You don't make that much money off this channel to be buying microphones all the time."
I know.
Sam loves the tech gear.
Yeah, yeah. I not just assistive technology, but all technology.
Yeah, he actually before we started recording this video, I'm in a different room and I am using my laptop and monitors, and I was just using the laptop microphone, and he politely suggested that I plug in a real microphone. So you can thank him for the fact that I sound not quite so echoey.
Yeah, I'm like, we have you have a microphone down there for a reason. Come on, let's use it. That was polite, right?
You didn't say it like that. You passively aggressively asked me if I had the microphone plugged in.
Yeah. Just a quick question. You got that microphone on? Because it doesn't sound like it. Okay, we can move on.
So you made his day, Stephanie. You made his
Yes.
day.
Thank you.
Sorry, this next name is Country Pumpkin Bitch.
Is it really? That is awesome.
A subscriber for 6 years. Long-time
Wow.
subscriber. Thank you, CPB.
Yes.
Um,
I wonder they might win the prize for longest subscriber in the comments today.
so it says, "I can't see the design or the color of them, so how do they feel? How does the arrow and X feel?" I mean, it's cut
Oh,
out. It's the shape of an arrow or the shape of an X, so
yeah. Yeah,
that's what it is. Like,
and it feels just like regular bump dots. They have both foam and silicone or rubber or something material. So depending on what color you get, you might get the foam or you might get the silicone. Like the clear is made out of silicone. Um,
obviously, there's no
yeah,
clear foam.
but they are just a straight. I think it's called like a die cut is what they call it, where the sides are straight up. You know, it's not like cut at an angle or anything. That is one of my only criticisms. And I talked to Anne, the creator, about this. I said, you know, my only criticism is that some of them do have kind of sharp edges because it is just a straight cut up. So it's very angular, the edges. But it's not bad. It's not bad. But yeah, they're cut out in the shapes that they are. So the X is an X, and they're kind of large. That was another thing. And Anne talked about possibly in the future coming out with smaller versions. So it does fill up a button, like a microwave button. If you put the X on the cancel button, it does kind of fill up that space of the button, which is fine. You know, it's just, but that's something to note as well.
Okay, and then my HomeKit Home, who's a 2-year subscriber, said,
Ah.
"I'm sold. Why did it take so long for a manufacturer to start producing these? Also, that price point, these are a total game changer."
Hey, incidentally, I've worked with my HomeKit Home before on a video project, so go check them out. Check out their YouTube channel. They do a lot of Apple home automation,
Okay.
smart house stuff using Apple products. So definitely check them out. But yeah, I don't know. That was a comment I saw several places, even on a couple times on the TikTok, that people are like, you know, finally, why did it take so long for someone to do this? And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. One of those
But
things. It's
all it took was an individual who saw the need for it and did it. This isn't a big company putting these out. This is like a person,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yep. And her name's Ann. She's fantastic. Yeah,
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 she saw the need and decided to do it. So I mean, it's one of those things that you think about is sometimes when you see a need for something and you don't see it available, well, it's on you to make it happen.
and this is definitely one of those things. When I first saw them, I was like, "Oh, I wish I had thought of that. Ah,
Yeah, yeah.
why didn't I think of that?"
Yeah. And
Yeah.
along those same lines, I think I have a feeling she's going to be getting a lot of orders based on the response to these videos. So be patient because it's like her and I think her husband helps her out, right? Is that the feeling you
Yes.
get, Sam? So
Yeah,
like they're fulfilling these orders themselves. So,
yeah. Yeah, she has an
they might get a
Etsy.
little backed up.
Yeah, she has an Etsy page that does international shipping if anybody's interested in that. But they also do sell through LS&S, and which is a
Oh, okay.
larger corporation. So if you want, you know, I guess that LS&S would have better chance of not running into problems like that. But yes, it is a small organization.
Yeah,
Either way.
which is so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, on that note of there's, you know, we might run into problems. That I think my TikTok alone has over 10,000 views on it. I think it's at
Oh, wow.
11,000 views now. So a lot of people have seen this. So if you want some, just be prepared. There may be some delays.
Yeah, I could see it maybe being back ordered for a little while or something. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
how long
Hopefully,
it takes for the manufacturing to happen, but
yeah, hopefully not, but you never know.
yeah. Okay, the last video that we have on here to comment on is the video that happened just this past week,
Yep,
and it is the new telescopic cane, which
which I have
Sam
right here.
just got and has been using. He actually just took it out with us last night when we went out.
Yep.
Okay, so the first one is Mac Mutant said, and who's been a subscriber for 2 years. Thanks for another great video, brother. Seems like a good cane to pack in the bug out bag and maybe an emergency cane for the office.
Yes, that's exactly what I said in the video, that this is gonna be a great, backup cane and a travel cane and something like that, you know? Like last night, I wanted something small that I could just kinda carry because we were going to an art thing, and, if I needed it, I could just extend it really quickly, and it would be there available, and, yeah, it works great for that.
Okay. Um, every time I think of a bug out bag, I think of little bitty Skylar with her bug out bag that she had.
Yeah, our daughter Skylar in elementary, like 7 years old, she had a bug out bag underneath her bed just in case. just in case she had to leave in a hurry.
But the things that were considered emergency items were hilarious. I don't even remember now what was in there, but it was like it was so funny. It
Wasn't Mr. Bear like she has 2 stuffed bears and, that are Mr. Bears, and I think one of the Mr. Bears was in the bag just in case.
Yeah, which that one, I mean, that's true. If we needed to leave in an emergency, she would have needed Mr. Bear, but some of the
Yeah,
other things in there, it was like, "Why is there a McDonald's toy in here?" Or whatever it was, I don't know, it was funny.
right. Yeah.
Okay, how long is the cane when it's fully collapsed, and can you change the tips?
Oh, um, so I think maybe I included that to remind people to watch the whole video
Oh.
because because I said I gave the dimensions of the cane in the video. When it is collapsed, it is about 11 inches long. I forget the centimeters. I said that in the video. And then also I talked a lot about how this is a screw-in tip, but there's no indication that there are replacement tips like through the company or anything. And you might get lucky and find something that will fit the cane, but I don't know of any replacement tips. And the tip is the worst part about this cane. Um, and I talk about that in the video too, about how this tip is just god awful. And I'm like thinking about how it's just a regular screw. Maybe I can manufacture a better tip or something to just screw in. Just go to Lowe's and get some parts.
Okay. The next one is from Anna Barham 155. She says, I've never heard of a telescopic cane before. I clicked on this video out of curiosity and it looks so cool. By the way, I like the cat when editing Sam came on.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm gonna keep the cat, I think. Yeah, telescopic canes, it's just a kind of a genre of white canes. Someone else also asked, "What does telescopic mean?" I don't understand. It just means that it kinda nests in itself like a telescope. And, they're designed to be convenient, small, compact, lightweight, easy to tote around, and easy to pull out and use if you need it. I don't think telescopic canes are really designed to be your primary cane. Some people might argue that, but that's just my own feeling about it. But they're great for backup canes, and this is, like I said in the video, the best one I've ever seen personally.
And mainly because it doesn't collapse on itself as easily, right?
Doesn't collapse on itself, and it's super strong. Like it's,
More
the the
rigid.
the one I had prior to that broke pretty easily, and I've heard other people talk about the canes breaking because they tend to be plastic, because of lightweight portability and all that, and
Hmm.
just the mechanism of closing them sometimes, certain things get stuck, certain sections get stuck open and locked in place, and then it's just annoying, and then you try to force it, and that's when it ends up breaking. Not saying that's what happened with mine, because I would never force it. I would never be so.
That's a lie.
It's a lie.
Okay. Next is from Daryl's Blind Side, who's been subscribed for 9 months.
Nice. Thanks,
Um,
Daryl.
the cold weather issue you mentioned has actually been solved. It involves an ancient technology known as glove.
I knew you'd get a kick out of that comment.
Yeah. So it's just having your hand out exposed in the cold to wind and rain is an issue with any cane. I just tuck knit gloves into each other and carry them along in colder times of the year, or swap those out for leather gloves or even colder temps. Or God forbid, snow or ice times. I swap those out for ski gloves. Mischief managed.
Winky face. I think you put it through a winky face at the
Yeah,
end there.
there were two winky faces used in that comment. I liked
Oh,
it.
you have to announce the winky faces.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, I know. And being a little cheeky there, but I, it's this time of year where in my opinion, it's not quite cold enough to get gloves. At least here in Kentucky, and it's also usually I'm going outside after work, and I'm waiting for literally like 2 or 3 minutes for Rachel to pick me up. And this thing gets cold super quick, much quicker than just a normal like graphite or other cane, which is understandable. It's made out of metal. But that's all I was talking about. I wanted to make sure to list all the potential negatives that people might run into, because I know you guys are relentless sometimes in the comments. You'll come back, why didn't you tell us that it gets so cold?
I
But
mean, if it gets that cold, I'm assuming if it got left outside during the summer, it could possibly get quite hot as well.
maybe, yeah.
Okay, and the next comment is from Ash Rain. Says, don't use your white cane as a form of mobility. Use it as a way to normalize that you are blind and that there's nothing to be embarrassed about. That's going to take a lot of time, but the more you practice with your cane in the view of other people, the more confidence you're going to build. Your life as a whole will improve, which I know you would completely agree with that, except for the first sentence. Some people really do need to use their white cane for mobility.
Yes, and so this was a reply to someone else's comment about needing to, they have a cane and they need to use it more often. And yeah, I wanted to include this because I totally agree with that second half of the comment. Yeah, I would maybe not agree with the first part, saying, because yes, it is a mobility tool and you should definitely use it for mobility if you need to. But ultimately, the more you use it, the more you get comfortable with it, the more it is comfortable with society. Society is comfortable with it, and it becomes more acceptable and not so much of an oddity and something to be stared at. It's all about exposure. We all need to get out there with our canes and just make it a normal everyday occurrence.
Yeah, and I know for you, that was not a quick process. It's
No,
not like,
no.
you didn't pick up a cane probably as early as you should have, and um, you didn't feel comfortable using it out places, but man, has it opened your world once you started to.
Yeah, yeah, and it's still, and then, to also, to kind of reiterate what I always say, is that the cane is a tool for you to use however you need to. Like for me, I don't use it as much for mobility, unless it's at nighttime, or like last night we were going out and I knew we were going to be in an unfamiliar area and we were going to this place where I assumed it was probably going to be dark inside, and so I need it for mobility in those situations. But most of the time, I'm just using it for identification. So people, if I need help, people will understand why. And um, it did take me a long time, and I struggled until I finally got comfortable with using it and saw the benefits of using it. And but it's exactly like they said in that comment. The more you do it, the more you realize how it opens up your world.
Yeah. Okay, we have come to the end of the comments that you have pulled. So we got
All
through
right.
all of the videos.
Yeah, good comments in this episode.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of great. So please, people, if you've got something to say, whether that's a kudos or a question or a complaint, um, put it on there. Although,
Yeah.
for the love of goodness, the complaints about the prices,
Yeah. I
they're
don't have any
rampant.
control.
And Sam has no control over the prices. He
I
doesn't
don't.
he doesn't manufacture any of these. He doesn't distribute any of these things. Like he literally is just sharing information.
And I have talked to companies and expressed the need for lower pricing on items, but I don't have any influence at all. People think I'm like this huge YouTuber that has influence over companies and brands. Not at all. So they're gonna price it how they feel it needs to be priced. I do my best to let them know that the community wants lower pricing, but they're not listening to me. There's nothing I can do about it. So, the best I can do is offer inexpensive options like the two things that we're giving away today. Segue. So today was time for our contest. The best part of these talkback videos, I'm sure, for some of you guys. And today we are doing two giveaways, which I'm really excited about. So last month during our live talkback event, which we do this live sometimes, I featured a new neck light that was really pretty cool, and it's I have it here for those that are watching this in the video. It is a light that goes around your neck, kind of like a necklace, only it's more like a yoke. I think they would refer to this as a yoke,
Yeah,
because it just,
it's U-shaped.
yeah, it's U-shaped, and it has lights, LED lights on the ends here that are adjustable. like a gooseneck kind of. Oh, I just turned them on. And they face forwards, and it's originally designed as like a reading light, and because the lights will point right down to where you're holding a book. But I know lots of VIPs who use this for low vision, where they will just walk around with it, and it gives great task light. You know, if you're in the kitchen chopping vegetables or something, you could have this on and it's shining light right down on your cutting board. Or if you're cooking, or if you're walking around in the evening times, these are great. And they are tri-colored, so there's 3 colors and the light color, and then they have, I think, 3 settings, like low, medium, and high light intensity. And they're not expensive on Amazon. I think they're less than $20, or right around $20 or $25. But we are giving another one away. And so that is the first giveaway, brand new, unopened in a box. Huge thank you to Glowcoscent, I think is how it's pronounced, for providing these as giveaways. Huge thank you for them. I will, of course, in the video description, include the link to the Amazon where you can pick this up if you're interested, or
And
check out.
And the top pin comment.
Yeah, I'll do the top pin comment for this product. And then the second giveaway is some Halos icon, tactile icons. I've got a couple kits here. Huge thank you to Anne, the creator of the Halos tactile icons, for providing these for giveaway. We will be giving away 1 pack, and it will either be a microwave pack or an oven pack. I'm not sure. It'll be a surprise. You'll see what it is whenever you open up the packaging. But yes, huge thank you for this, for them providing all of these for you guys. And unfortunately, because of shipping costs right now, we have to limit this to the US and Canada. So if you are living in the US or Canada, you are eligible to win the contest for either awesome prize. So how to enter into this contest? You need to leave a comment on this video. So if you are listening to this on a podcast, jump over to the Blind Life YouTube channel and look for Talkback, 2 words, Talkback with the Blind Life. December 2023 is going to be the name of this video. And leave a comment on this video with a keyword, and the keyword is for whichever product you would like to win. If you want the Lite, the keyword will be Lite. Am I holding it correctly this time?
Yes, that is correct.
All right. Or just like you're holding it upside down every time you pick it up. So, keyword Lite, Light, and then does not need to be capitalized. And keyword for the Halos tactile icons, keyword Halo, or Halos with an S, Halos. And that is a name, so capitalize, capital Halos. All right. Does that sound good, Rach?
Yep, sounds good.
Got everything, all the important information, I think?
I believe so. And the winners will be announced at some point, probably early in the day would be my guess, but at some point on the day of New Year's Eve, December 31st. So that's in roughly 2 weeks.
Yep.
So you need to make sure your comment is in before New Year's Eve, and Sam will post a quick, probably a short video announcing the winners and how to contact him to get your prize sent to you.
Yes, and it's sad that we have to make this announcement each time, but I will always announce the winners in a video. I will never announce the winners in a comment. I will never reply to you and say, "You've won, send me money." Those are scams. Do not reply to those. I only announce winners in videos. Okay.
Yeah. Sam is never going to ask you to send him money.
Yes.
The
These
ways
are always free.
Yeah. The ways that you for anything, he's never going to ask you to send him money. The ways that you can support Sam is subscribing to his channel. You could pay for a membership, which does not, that you send that money to YouTube, not to Sam.
Yeah, that goes to Google.
Yeah, to Google. Or if he ever posts a link that's an affiliate link, which he doesn't do very often, but every once in a while he does. If if you're going to purchase something anyway, use his affiliate link.
Yeah.
Or if you want to buy things that he has listed in his Amazon storefront, which has a ton of different products that he's reviewed or that he uses regularly, or merch. Those are the ways that you can financially support Sam. Don't if someone ever asks you to send money and says that it's him, it's not. It's somebody scamming.
Yeah, I do have a donation thing in my video descriptions too, like donate through PayPal, but that is in the video description. That information is in the video description. So
And yeah, and you're never going to ask someone like
no,
you're not going
no,
to put a comment, reply to their comment and ask them to do that. Like you wouldn't
yeah,
do that.
yeah. But yeah, so 2 weeks from now, we will announce the winner through a video, and then I will, if you won, congratulations. You send me the contact information through email, and I will ship these out to you guys 100% free. No charge at all. And best of luck. I don't even ask for you guys to like or subscribe the video, although that would be super cool if you did, but it's not required to win any of the contests as well. You should just do that because you want to.
Yeah. The other thing that you can do that is helpful to Sam if you want to support him is if you see a video that you feel like someone else might find helpful, share that video with them, or share it on your Facebook or your social media or whatever.
Yeah.
Sharing his stuff gets it in front of more eyes, which could give him more subscribers and most importantly, just get the information out to more people. There's so many people in the visually impaired community that are not aware of all that's available to them. So getting
Hmm.
them, more people hearing that information, the better.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, speaking of merch, new merch coming soon, including maybe the picture of Sam on a sweatshirt.
I,
You too could be a proud owner of this sweatshirt.
I hope not. And if so, I hope it's not that picture.
Yeah, we'll get a better picture. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Happy holidays again. Hope everybody has a great December and New Year. And we will see you in a couple of weeks for the announcement of the winners. And then we will see you next year for the next talkback video.
Sounds good. We
Sounds
appreciate
good.
you all.
Thanks, guys. Sam and Rachel with The Blind Life. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.